This is a demonstration of how to use the spinner removal tool. This happens to be a Superformance Mark III, although it could be any car with this style of wheel. First thing you want to do is get the wheel off the ground so you can move it to any position you want. It's easy to work on. There's no pressure on the wheel or spinner. Second thing you do is mark both the wheel and the spinner with a marking pen, because if this is a spinner that's stuck, you want to see the progress you're making to make sure that it's actually turning off. First thing you do is mount the tool in a spoke like that over the ear, and then tighten down the nut, wiggle it around a little so you get it to the right position, and then use a 3/4 inch box end wrench to just tighten the nut. Now this spinner happens to be well serviced and it'll come off with the tool all by itself. If it was a stuck spinner, you may want to tighten the tool to a point where it's feeling pretty tight, and then hit one of the other spokes with your lead hammer to help jar it around. When you do that, you should feel that the nut is a little loose again, and you just tighten it up again and keep going back and forth. The jarring on the other spoke helps loosen it up, so you can use the two in combination if you're working on a spinner that's particularly hard to get off. You could also add you could put 3 tools on it as far as that goes, but that shouldn't be necessary. 1 tool and the aid of a hammer should be all you'll need on any of your stuck spinners. And if you're using it as a tool to take off your wheels as a normal course of business, it will do that. You can use the tool all by itself and it'll take your spinner off. No hammer necessary unless it's been over tightened. I'll just go ahead and you can see now, if you use the marks for your reference, you can see that they're moving. And it's starting to loosen up now. You can feel the nut getting looser, so it's almost ready to come off. At this point, if you want, you could tap with a hammer, lead hammer, and you can see it's moving. The spinner is now loose. And just to give you some idea, this was not a loose spinner. There, the lines are back together now. That's how tight that spinner was before we started. And that's how it works.